Good evening, everybody. This is Johnny Seville from Acorn Wealth, and here is your executive summary for stock setups for Wednesday, May 31st. Of course, the open range coming to an end. We've got obviously the open range. The open range was set on Friday, May 19th, for a bullish bias. You can see the break above there on Monday, and there we go. Starts to break up. And so then what we'll see is we'll see this open range reset on the Thursday, which is also where we get the auto sales. So we'll have two key statistics or numbers coming out on Thursday: open range and the auto numbers, and that should set the new movement for June. Of course, on the weekly chart. Still holding in that potential longer-term head and shoulders. So again, we're kind of still at a standoff between the longer-term potential bearish pattern and the short-term bullish bias. High-yield bonds have continued to slowly edge up along with the positive open range, and so that's and of course money flow continuing to come in. So we could still see some more upward movement or gradual upward movement in the market. And in terms of stocks in the S&P 500. That are actually above or below their 50-day moving average. Let's have a look there. Okay, so you can see. All right, so you can see that that's breaking down quite nicely. It is at 46%. So even though, again, the market's been going up, stocks in the market are actually breaking below their moving averages. So 54% approximately of the stocks in the S&P 500 are actually below their 50-day moving average. So again, we're seeing counter trends throughout the market, which are obviously very, very interesting. Now, and that's reflected, of course, in the stocks, and that's why we focus on individual companies. Let's, of course, we've got a couple of new ones for you, but let's have a look at some of the ones already that we have alerted you to, and see how those are going. INT has been continuing its downward trend very nicely. This is the World Fuel Services, and as you can see, nice upward channel here, and this is just edging lower and lower each day. This could be ready for an entry right now. We could look at an entry, an early one, prior to breaking through this support. Of course, the confirmation will be a break below 34.43. And as you can see, there's a good amount of potential target all the way down to around 1813, which is the measurement of that channel down. So we're looking at like 1833 as a target. If you were looking to get in a little bit earlier, if you're a more aggressive trader and shorting that momentum move, I'd be looking at a stop above this high of this candle, which is 36.76. That's 36.83. So yeah, that's why I look at the stop 36.83, and look at an entry at the current levels, and again still the same target. Now also LOW has done extremely well. LOW puts up from around, I think it was around 425 or something like that when we sent out the alert on Friday, and of course those are already up as high as 575 today. We would look at updating the stop loss criteria to 82.73. And that one's rocking and rolling. That's looking really good. SMP. And you can see this declined well with a good volume and closed below that entry criteria that we were looking for. So that one's looking good. And again, breakdown of that type of channel. You can see CRI. This is another, again, one of the other shorts, Carter's. Of course, this had a nice big drop, already hit its first target, rallied back up, and now appears to be retesting that moving average resistance and dropping away there. So that's looking good. PAGP. Still showing weakness again, like the oil's been going back up recently, but PAGP has been going straight down. So this is still looking really good. APA, Apache, this one's still going down, even with oil going back up. So this is continued to decline, and I would look at updating the stop loss criteria to 49.53 is where I look at there. And then, of course, if we go over to look at some of the longs, CLW is looking really good. This has been showing good upward movement and just holding those moving averages really well. Kind of an ideal fallen angel, just pushing and pushing and pushing. So this is looking good. NTNX, of course, one of the newer ones. This pulled back and hit its entry criteria, which was down around $18. So it's now at the moving average. We'll see if we can get that rally from here. But again, that gapped up on earnings, up significantly 11.5%, 20 million shares. Only pulled back on 12 million shares, right back to support. So again, we'll keep an eye on that. And also CGI is starting to look really good. It's just early days. But as you can see, it's just trying to break through its resistance. So keep an eye on that one. All right, let's take a look at some new ones. So we talked about in last week's summary. I think that it was missing, maybe missing from the stock report. So just again a quick review. DPS, we're still waiting for that to rally up to its entry criteria. We'll put the details of these in the email, but we discussed quickly today DPS. Again, we're still waiting for that to rally up to that 94.37 area. GSM, also waiting for the short signal on this one. We're waiting for this to rally up to 11.47. These were in Thursday night's executive summary, so keep an eye on those. And of course, we've got CVRR, which also is a watch, which we're waiting for that to drop to 8.33. Which is still a ways away from now, but good to plan these things. You can pre-program these things weeks in advance and just say, hey, look, if this gets down to 8.33, around about there, I'll buy it. I'll put a stop loss in. I think we suggested 8.17. So yeah, I mean, so we'll pre-program that in as well. And then if that triggers, we'll have a target of 8.93 and a second target of 9.33. And it's the kind of thing you can program in, now, and then 3 weeks later, the entries hit, it rallies up, it hits your target, and hey, you've made money. And that's what swing trading is all about, pre-programming all this stuff. So those are the just a quick update to keep your eyes on those. The two new ones we found tonight. First one is a short, HUN. Looking for the entry signal below 23.93, at 24.18, and as you can at the moment, as you can see, we've got this nice long uptrend that we seem to be breaking down from. So very sharp money flow decline, and I'd be looking at a stop criteria of 25.33 and first target 21.23. But I'm really looking for more of a momentum play. So it's good to have that target in mind, but really I'd be looking for the second target, which is at 1973, and that's the 61.8% Fibonacci. Okay, and some insider selling on that one as well. On the long side, we have MDU, and this one we've discussed in Trading Room tonight, but we're looking for a break above 27.53, and if we can get that, we should have a nice continuation. And you can see I've got a Fibonacci extension here on that first leg of the move, looking at where that that Fibonacci comes into play. The 61.8 is where we'd want to adjust the stop loss, certainly to protect that profit by that point if it gets up to there around $30. But this looks like it could run further as a momentum play. Money flow just crossing above zero, so I'd be looking at here as a target of let's have a look here. So look at 31.47. And there you have it. So, of course, if you're not a fully fledged member of Acorn, or and you'd like to receive these alerts on a daily basis like this, you can give a trial of our service for only $9. So that's $9. It gives you access to our live trading rooms, daily stock reports, daily stock videos such as this one, as well as intraday text message alerts if we find trades and updates on trades during the day. So great tool to have. It's only $9 for the month, and you can look at the details by going to acornwealthcorp.com/gold. Don't miss the next great one. We're going to have updates on all of these as well as new ones for you throughout the week. So get enrolled now, and you'll start receiving these immediately as of tomorrow. Have a great day. Happy trading.